Bryce Nolan's here with the Sports Forum, bringing you a breakdown of the Broncos at Texans game this Sunday, along with a premier bet at the end of the video. So stick around for the end of the video for that premier bet. But first, a breakdown of this Broncos at Texans game. This is two of the best storylines heading into the season. You've got the Broncos, who started 1-5 and are now at 6-5 off a 5-game win streak, with an historic turnaround for this defense in particular. After giving up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins in one game, just one game, they've only allowed 80 points in their win streak, only 16 points per game during the winning streak, along with just turning the ball over at a historic rate. The Broncos have forced 15 turnovers over the last 4 games, which is just remarkable considering the quarterbacks they've played too. That's Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. They've caused 8 turnovers in those 2 games alone. The Broncos are turning the ball over. They're not letting the other team score. The offense has made it a lot easier for that defense as well. This Broncos offense is playing at a really efficient high level right now, led by Russell Wilson, who is playing really good football. He leads the NFL in touchdown to interception ratio at 20-4. He's also top 5 in passer rating, top 5 in completion percentage. He is doing everything this team has asked him to do. It may not be flashy. He's not throwing for 300 yards every game. In fact, he's barely throwing over for 200. But he's playing Sean Payton level football, where Sean Payton has made a conservative effort to change the offensive culture into a run-first team. And it's really showed with the team averaging over 127 rushing yards a game over this win streak. And the offensive line is playing at a higher level because of it as well, because they're not having Russell Wilson drop back 35 times and giving the pass rushers more chances to get to him. They're running the football. They're getting this offensive line engaged early, and they're playing at a high level because of it. They're ranked 8th in the Pro Football Focus offensive line rankings. Garrett Bowles and Quinn Miners in particular have 2 of the best grades on Pro Football Focus out of any offensive lineman. So the offense is playing at a high level, efficient, good football. The defense has made a historic turnaround, and with so much on the line for the Broncos, expect them to be playing with their hair on fire, considering a win gives them a 64% chance to make the playoffs, and a loss puts them at 21%. And on the other side, the Houston Texans are one of the best storylines as well, considering CJ Stroud, who was the 2nd overall pick in this last NFL draft heading into the season. No one considered the Texans having a chance at a playoff level game this late into the season. But CJ Stroud has not only played at a level that's guaranteed the Rookie of the Year, he may have played into the MVP conversations as well, which is remarkable considering a patchwork offensive line, a patchwork defense in a lot of spots, young wide receivers, unproven wide receivers, and a collection of running backs that no one really considers a high level, and a rookie head coach that CJ Stroud's growing with. All of this as well. He is playing at such a high level that it's made the Texans a real legit playoff threat for the first time in a long time. So it's a really exciting game heading into this one. And with that, our same game parlay is our premier bet of this game. It is the Broncos to cover 7.5 points and under 54.5 points. You combine those for plus 100 odds. I love this bet, considering I like the Broncos at plus 3 and under 47.5 points. So I'm getting a lot better numbers at plus money as well. So I'm all over this one. I think the Broncos in a playoff level atmosphere. I am leaning on the Hall of Fame coach, the Hall of Fame quarterback to get it done with the way this team is playing right now. I don't even see them really losing this game, let alone by more than a touchdown. I'm taking the Hall of Famers over the rookies in this game. This Broncos defense is only allowing 16 points per game over the win streak, and this Texans defense, it's pretty solid in their own right, at 14th in the NFL over the entire course of the year. With the Broncos' conservative effort to run the football, they're going to eat clock and take possessions away from both teams, so I don't see it being a shootout. In a 54.5 point over-under, you're asking one team to put up at least 30 points. And I don't see either team doing that. So I really like the under 54.5 points. I think the Broncos are going to make this a really close competitive football game the entire way. So with that, again, same game parlay, Broncos plus 7.5 points, and the under 54.5 points that gives you plus 100 odds. Good luck on those bets. Bet smart, and let's make some money, everyone.